Hi guys, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. One of my absolute biggest bookish fears happened yesterday. I was in bed reading Rattle by Fiona Cummings, which got given to me by Pan Macmillan South Africa in exchange for an honest review. I was thoroughly enjoying it. I got to page 57 and then suddenly it just switched from page 57 all the way. I promise you I'm not a dog killer, I don't know what that is. It switched from there to page 90 in literally one page. And then I flipped further and literally every page is just completely jumbled. It's really disappointed me because I was thoroughly enjoying this book. I've already contacted them and just let them know because I'm not sure how many bookstores they've distributed this book to, but that's a bit of an issue. It was going to be my Friday Reads book. And luckily I did download it on Audible as well, which I have been listening to a little bit because I was actually really hooked on it. It's based around this little girl called Clara who goes missing and she's got this bone deformity in her hands, I think. And there's this guy who's taken her who has this absolute obsession with deformed bones, actually kills his victims and then showcases them in this creepy bone museum that he has set up. This investigation into her disappearance begins and I'm not sure if she's actually been killed yet, but it's definitely a book I would like to get again as soon as I can find a proper copy. But that leads me to my dilemma. Oh, bloody hot. I have an entire bookshelf full of books to read, and yet I feel now a bit stumped. Like I have absolutely no idea what to read. The top shelf is more of like my thrillers. The second shelf, ignore that because that's just my Colleen Hoover shrine with my copy of, my signed copy of Losing Hope on the top. The shelf is blue books. Fourth shelf is like the orange, yellows and pinks. And then the fifth shelf is some classics and just a couple of like black and white books. And then the bottom shelf is books that I've read mainly. So I'm going to show you a bit of a video of a close-up of said shelf. And please tell me if there's something that you think I should read first, because I have absolutely no idea what to read this weekend, besides obviously listening to Rattle on Audible.
The good girls put on pretty dresses, smile twice as nice. The good girls talk to strangers and always be polite. The good girls look both ways before they cross the road. The good girls go to bed early and do what they're told. 'Cause one day I may cross the line. I wanna be bad sometimes. I wanna be bad. I wanna be bad sometimes. 'Cause feeling bad sure sounds good to me. The good girls have to buy flowers and put them in a vase. The good girls keep to the limit when driving around in cars.
Let me know also some of your bookish fears. I mean, we've all got some, whether it is as little as dog-earing a page, which I do, but I think it's definitely one of them. I mean, it's not something I actually come across often when a book is printed in a complete jumble. It really sucks when you get, like, you know, a good way through, you know, you're now invested in the story and suddenly it's like, now what? Another bookish fear of mine is if there's actual pages missing, which happened to me a while ago with Crazy Love You by Lisa Unger. I found a book in Indonesia. I was traveling around and I ran out of books to read. So I was getting plonkered in a pub playing pool, and my ex-fiance and I came across this book and I really liked the sound of it. So he covered for me while I basically stopped, dropped and rolled with the book out of the pub and ran away because I really needed a book and I couldn't come across any English ones in Indonesia where we were, because we were in pretty secluded area. So, and then eventually I got home and I was reading it, and yeah, there was a whole heap of pages missing. I was really upset, but that actually turned out really good because Lisa Unger actually contacted me because I gave like a status about it, saying how upset I was and how angry I was at how people treat books. And Lisa Unger, the author, actually contacted me and she sent me a signed copy and just said thank you. So, and it turned out to be a phenomenal sci-fi thriller book, so you've got to go and check that out. Crazy Love You by Lisa Unger. Also, if you can find a good copy of Rattle by Fiona Cummins. I really enjoyed the 57 pages I read before my tragedy happened. But anyway, I hope you all have an amazing weekend, everyone, and I will talk to you soon. Adios!